Here's the starting group for Houston. You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Shepherd out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, they've got Porzingis, DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Santos in at the 3 spot. And a big game here for both teams, Clark, as they jockey for playoff position.
Well, we know playoff seeding can make a huge difference in how you advance or not in the playoffs, and being in a position to secure home court is certainly something you'd like to have. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these teams treat this just like a playoff game.
Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by KD. Rockets on offense. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Curry's shot is good.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. It's a 3-point game. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shot of the game. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Now, here's Melton. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-pointer off the mark. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Melton after the made shot from KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Some really aggressive play that time from Porzingis, refusing to back off of his shot and able to draw the foul.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And he knocks down the first one. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Shepherd, the pass to KD. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Durant so good at finishing and tight. Excellent in the paint.
Melton kicks to Curry. And he makes good on the layup. Curry's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Durant. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game. How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Melton kicks to Green. To the paint. Here's Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. He has 7. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Pass to Şengün. Outside Durant, a 3-ball. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Now, here's Melton. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Curry. Over Shepherd. Stephen Curry again.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
To the right side. Here's Shepherd. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Cans it from downtown.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 4. Porzingis passes to Green. Puts up a 3. It's Curry. That time on the assist from Green.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now here's Durant. 15 points in the game.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And he makes the first.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Gary Payton has checked in for the Warriors. Durant hits them both.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Pass to Melton. Outside, Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Shepherd with the ball. He has yet to score. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Outside, Payton. On its way from Curry for 2. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Smith outside. Inside. Pass to Shepherd. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. He's averaging 19 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Warriors trail by 4. Melton finds Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Clock at 4. Durant drawing the double team. Count that bucket. KD's got 19 points.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry from the arc. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Kings. Now Shepherd, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And they take the lead. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
You know, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
Thompson outside. Pass to Smith. Takes a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Payton outside. Back to Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
8 for 10 out of the gate. Couldn't ask for a much better start than that.
Now Shepherd. Back to KD. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
He's really come out blazing, scoring with ease.
Back to Curry. It's stolen by Shepherd. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Reed Shepherd's shooting consistency and on-court smarts give him a strong foundation as a player, but adapting to the league is never easy. It takes time and a lot of work.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. And it's Green in for Jabari Smith. That free throw good from Shepherd.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepherd brings to both ends of the floor.
Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Warriors trailing. Here's Podziemski. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason with it. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. And it's off from 3-point range. Payton with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Curry with the 3. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Shepherd with the ball. He's defended by Podziemski. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Shepherd missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Green, the screen. Outside Curry. Shot on the wing. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the flicks. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard. They kick it out to Green. Fires for three. Porzingis with the rebound. The Warriors leading. And Curry has it in the corner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Thompson.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
And he sinks the second. The Rockets trail. 1:25 left to play in the first. Şengün inside. Post covering.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
And stolen by Şengün. In the corner, it's Eason. From outside the arc. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead. Pass to post. Curry deciding where to go with it. Up and in on the layup. Curry's got 29.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Now Şengün. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
The free throw dropped for Şengün.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Holiday's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Şengün is your guy, a very effective player.
Drills it from outside. And the Warriors lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Right wing. Here's Okogie. Still yet to score. Yes, that goes in.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Spencer. Off target with his 3. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be back with you shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Payton is out there with Quentin Post. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Spencer in at the 2. And so it's Houston with it. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Spencer. Back to Payton. To the paint. Here's Post. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Newton passes to Şengün. Pass to Newton. For the 3. The Rockets with another miss. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Payton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The first free throw is good. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Rockets trail by 4. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Drops in the tray.
Nice work by Finney-Smith, setting himself up in the corner. Mark that one up. Boom.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 5.
Boy, quick reacting that time helps Okogie come up with a steal, sparking a successful fast break.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. The Rockets, number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Here's Post. Şengün covering. Here's the screen. Santos. No good on the triple. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Okogie, the pass to Eason. Score of the basket is 3rd after 5 shots.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Eason. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got the lead up to 5 now for Houston.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Post finds Curry. And they get it. Here's Santos. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Here's Okogie. Now, here's Şengün. Pass to Eason. Back to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Shoots. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now Podziemski. No scoring in this one. On its way from Curry for 2, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Houston, Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. And here is Şengün. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota. Here's KD. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Podziemski. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's Şengün. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pass to Podziemski. In the corner, it's Melton. From outside, off the mark. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Minnesota.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Here's Curry. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Now here's Durant. 25 points in the game. For 3. Again, Durant missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Melton.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for Kevin Durant. Averaging around 26 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Tari Eason. Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Curry passes to Santos. Curry with it. He's got 31. Puts the move on. Here's Melton. And again, no good by Golden State. Rockets leading by 4. Thompson in the corner. To the inside. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Green, the pass to Melton. Now here's Curry. Back to Melton to halt the run. The rebound by Shepherd. Rockets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. When you talk about him, then Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Well, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Melton. Over to the wing. Green against Smith. Melton passes to Santos. Outside Curry. Lock at 6. Rebounded by Capella.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Durant. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Shepherd. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Shepherd's got 8 points.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepherd early on, his ability to shoot with range.
Outside Curry. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Pass to Shepherd. Porzingis against Capella. Lets the 3 fly. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Now here's Durant, and they pick up 2. KD's got 32 points.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
To the left wing. Melton kicks to Green. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Shepherd. He's got 8. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Shepherd's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Rockets. Pass to Santos. Green, the screen, beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-7 run. Durant feeling it out a bit. Back to Smith. Shoots over Curry, and it's Smith that time on the assist by Durant. And it's a 12-point Houston lead.
And just trying to contest that shot, the defender actually catches part of Smith, but he gets rid of the ball so quickly.
Here's Santos. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Porzingis, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Porzingis finds Curry. Puts one up from 19. Again, Golden State.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's KD for three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for Golden State.
Sometimes you try on defense and still get scored on, and that's what's happening right now. They're struggling to find the answers, Shaq.
Got to tighten up, that's all I'll say.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Rockets leading by 8. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Shepherd in at the 1 spot. Here's Melton, following the score by Houston. Outside, Porzingis. That one falls. Porzingis has got 10.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Durant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Durant's got 34 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Green. Back to Melton. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. Free throw good, Curry. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Thompson outside. Pass to Shepard. Outside Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
Good on both. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Santos. Zingas high post. And here is Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
He's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
KD passes to Thompson. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Back to KD. Thompson against Melton. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Melton. Outside, Porzingis.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Draymond Green. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging 7 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
The first one falls.
And, you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his size.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Back to Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
In the corner, it's Melton. Pass to Green. Over Smith. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Houston leading by 9. Shepard, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Here's Santos. Back to Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 42 in the game.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Shepard. Smith outside. Now here's Durant. He has 38 in the game. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Rings are the thing. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said, in modern sports fandom, the tone that everybody wants to set is win the championship or nothing else matters. You don't win a championship, you're a failure. But it's really not true. It's not real life. This is not a zero-sum game. Guys, back to you.
Every win counts for something. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Now, here's Melton. Still scoreless.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And some nice passing there by Houston. To the middle. Here's KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 40 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Rockets, they've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, down 5 spots from them.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, they recognize how critical this stretch of the season is. They're in the playoff picture right now, and they are focusing on hitting their stride as we head into the postseason.
Now, here's Porzingis. 12 points for him. Green finds Curry. Pass to Porzingis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Rockets leading by 6. Outside Durant. And he drops it in from the low post. Durant's got 42 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Santos. Melton kicks to Green. Outside Curry. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Rockets have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the 3rd quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Now here's Durant. And he has 42. 6 to shoot. Out to Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors trail by 8. Santos, the pass to Melton. It's good. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, he may lack size, but Melton's an effective scorer inside. He plays bigger than he is.
Back to Smith. Pass to KD. Takes a 3. Trains the 3-pointer. KD's got 45 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 9-point game. Melton feeling it out a bit. Green with a screen on Thompson. Down low. And the rejection by Smith.
Jabari using that 6'10 frame right there. Length is something you cannot teach.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Curry. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepard. Now Durant. He has 45 points. Shoots over Melton. KD's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Green. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. Second, the Warriors.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Jeff Green is checked in for Houston. And so it's Houston with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And here is Durant. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. It's good. KD's got 47 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Pass to Melton. Golden State moving it around. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Peyton, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Porzingis finds Podziemski. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Podziemski's got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Houston making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Porzingis. 14 points for him. Green with the rebound. Rockets leading by 13. Out to KD. With some arc, hits it again. Wow! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pass to Spencer. Outside, Porzingis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, I like what Porzingis shows there. Excellent. Staying with the shot even under pressure.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Podziemski with it. He's got 5. Pass to Spencer.
I'm open.
Outside, Porzingis. From past the arc. Eason grabs the board. Houston leading by 14. Puts it up from 17. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Golden State's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Porzingis. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Porzingis has got 11 in the second half.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Here is Durant. Durant measures the floater and nails it.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Shot by Podziemski, no good. The Rockets shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Podziemski. He has 5. There's the screen. From downtown. That one no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets ahead, leading by 14. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind it. So we got to get solid defensively.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Podziemski out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Payton. Then it's Quentin Post and Richard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 14. Şengün passes to Okogie. Back to Şengün. And yes, it's good. Şengün's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Post. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The free throw drops for Post. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Rockets leading by 13. Easton passes to Okogie. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love to see guys bagging their own groceries. Şengün snatching the miss and scoring afterwards.
Pass to Curry. High post try. On the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Richard. And again, no good by Golden State. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. For three, Okogie gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Rockets lead by 18.
Boy, I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
A shot by Podziemski, no good. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Eason gets a wide open look. Misses the three. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Curry finds post. Green against Payton. Curry outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his fourth assist in this one.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Durant's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's Durant. Pass to Eason. Houston moving the ball around. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors trail by 15. Here's Podziemski. Now post. Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 5. And the three off target.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Green. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Green. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason with it. Okogie, the pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Green. Back to Şengün. Here's Curry. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Durant against Curry. Lets it go from deep. KD's shot is off. Warriors trail by 16. Outside, Green. Left side, Curry. Six on the shot clock. Pass to post. Here's Richard. Rockets with the rebound. Eason's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Now post. Şengün covering. Bounce pass from post. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Podziemski on the wing. And again, no good by Golden State. Rockets leading by 18. Here's Okogie. Back to Eason. Pass to Şengün. Outside Durant. KD draws the double. Finney-Smith. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 8 now on the night. On offense, here are the Warriors. Now Podziemski. Here's Curry. Out to the right wing. Pass to Podziemski. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Here's Post. At the elbow, Green. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Eason with it. Pass to Şengün. Here's Okogie. He's defended by Podziemski. Houston needs to get a shot off. Şengün with the bucket.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Inside. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Post. Here's Podziemski. That 3 off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now Post. Green taking his time here. To the inside, stolen by Durant. To the paint, here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So both teams changing it up here. Porzingis finds Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here.
Switch.
Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Stephen Curry. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Santos. Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. Just 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Eason. KD sets the pick for Eason. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Melton. Curry outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 55.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And in the final game of the season series between these two, they did everything out there they needed to close out with a winning record, 3-1 against Golden State.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night. He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Now here's Durant. Shoots over Melton. KD's shot is off. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Melton. So we see Houston taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on, and I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment, and we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.